What's up, everyone? My name is TyBear, and welcome back, guys, to another video, inside a Let's Chat podcast. This is, well, episode number 9, and if you guys did watch episode 8 last week, guys, I apologize. My mic wasn't working. I fixed that this time, so we are good to go. So I am able to be heard this time because I did check it, and the reason I did that, why it was not working. Well, and also, my camera wasn't working, and I had a camera on top of my Xbox last week, so that's also fixed, by the way, so that's good. But yeah, everything's back to normal, back to being fixed, and we're good to go. So yeah, guys, this is the first time we haven't had an actual technical problem, have we?
No, yeah, this is the first time.
This is like,
right now.
It's always on my end, and it's always weird. So yeah. Always mine. Alright, yeah, so alright, let's start off with our weeks, as we always do. Dom, you're up.
Where to begin? Yeah, my week kind of was boring because I was working all week. Besides, obviously, on Wednesday when I went to church, I was off Wednesday. Also was off Monday and Thursday because of band, and that went done. Band is band. There's nothing really to talk about right there. And what? I enjoy my job. I make subs. And I got over $200 already just working in 5 days. The 5 days I worked.
Oh, that's good.
And when this video comes out, it's my baptism week, so I am so excited to be.
Oh wait, Happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday.
Happy Good Friday. Yep. It's today.
So, if you guys don't know, in religion terms, Good Friday is for Jesus Christ, and how it talks about how he died on the cross for our sins, and how he resurrected on the third day. So this is the first day of his death, and how he's being resurrected from the tomb of God when he got buried in the tomb. So.
In fact, this entire week was Holy Week.
Yeah, we don't do that in my church. That's an interesting thing. We actually don't do that in my church. So
we don't either, but we talk about Holy Week for the fact that it's a part of Teddy. Pretty much what Holy Week is just the week that the Passover happened. When Jesus did crucify, when he comes back from the dead. That's what Holy Week is. Pretty much, it's just the day in the week. The week of Jesus before he died and came back from the dead. Like the new series we doing at church is called A Life of Jesus. A week in the life of Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, so we were supposed to have a guest today, and that was supposed to be my brother, but he's going to reschedule for when he gets back from Africa, and I'm going to go into details in just a minute about that. But yeah, we were supposed to have my brother. He was supposed to come this week, but his schedule just did not work out for today. We were supposed to have him yesterday too. Like, we were going to do it yesterday, but again, his schedule didn't work out. So he literally as I messaged him, I literally texted him and said, "Are you able to do the podcast? Are you going to be able to do this?" And just before we started recording, he messaged me and said, "Let's just reschedule then." So yeah, well, we're going to reschedule it. We're going to work it out and get there. But for this week, guys, yeah. All right, so it's time for my turn for my week and how my week went. So Sunday, went to church. Well, let's start off. Oh, Sunday, I did not go to church. I would lie on that one. I did not go to church at all. So Dom knows about this. So last week, my mom ended up having COVID. So I ended up being around, since I'm around my parents a lot, and I live with my parents, I was exposed to it. The weird thing is, I never got sick, so I never got it. Good, but just to be safe for anybody else around, I ended up staying home from church and just relaxing, I guess, and role playing. And I'm going to be getting into that one too, Dom, this week, because they didn't get to hear how your role play experience was. So since you think they heard your side, but I want you to go over it again. So, but yeah, no. So I ended up role playing with the group that Dom didn't get to hang out with because of his work schedule and stuff. So other than that, that was okay. We're off. I'm off role play until next week. Actually, next Sunday or this Sunday, and Yeah, we're supposed to actually have roleplays coming up. Oh, what's going on my computer here? Oh, you know why? I know why. I forgot to plug my computer in. Boom. I forgot. Okay, so I have an electric guitar, and so I finally got a cord for my electric, and I plugged it into my amplifier, and my amplifier was put into my laptop port instead of my laptop. So I just saved our whole video just now on camera here. So yeah, no. So yeah, and then Monday I did absolutely. Well, Monday my mom tested. My mom did test, and she ended up being negative for COVID. So went from positive to negative, and then Tuesday. Again, I actually worked in the shop. Throughout this whole COVID thing, I was actually doing a lot of woodworking, like painting and doing all that sign work I do. Which, yeah, so. And then Wednesday, I went to church, did put all the music in for Good Friday, and then also for Sunday. And then Thursday, I was supposed to have men's study, but we ended up canceling. And then today, I went to a funeral. So, everything okay there, Don? Because you're in the back. You're off screen a lot.
Oh yeah, I just trying to get. I don't have time during the week to get stuff further down and everything. Plus, I didn't prepare for church because, like I said, so that's really done with this. I going to church.
Going to church too.
Speaking of which, if y'all want to watch.
If you guys want to watch any of our services, there is going to be a link in the description for his link. He has one on his Discord. If you guys want to go check that out, I will leave a link in the description for you guys. I do have access to his Discord, so I will make a permanent link for you guys, and you guys go check it out, and then you guys can go watch his. I don't know yet on how they're live streaming it, because I know our live streaming feature is still down on our end, up from upstairs in. So I don't know if Pastor Jamie is going to actually do it from his phone again, like he's been doing. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely go check out Dom's church. They live stream on theirs, and so okay. So we talk about roleplay a lot and how our roleplay experiences have been. So I think they got to hear your side of it. So let's go over that again. How was your first ever roleplay with me?
I said last week that they only heard my side of it. It was good. We had this person that we put over on motorcycle.
Yeah, the motorcycle, insane.
Yeah, he kept asking me stuff like, how long have I been taught for? Do I have a gun? Like, just ask me something.
Like he asked, it was funny. He asked Dom, do you have a gun? And it was right when I was there getting ready to do all the ticket stuff. It's like, because since I was the one who had to write the ticket, yeah, that was funny. When I first joined, I've been doing roleplay since 2022, and my first experience of ever roleplaying was different. And this is back when the owner, his name was Josh, is back when I first started roleplaying. So this is a different owner. Well, Josh was a good guy, but he eventually everything just fell apart in that server, and everything just went down. And honestly, I just ended up having to leave that server, and then I joined another, and then I was in another server, and this owner, his name was Puppet. So it went from Josh to Puppet, and then after I left that server, and let me get this straight here, none of these people I am against, okay, that I'm mentioning. Then the server went to another server called Midnight County, and if you guys don't know what Midnight County was, you guys can go watch those videos down in the description for you guys. Midnight County was pretty good until it switched over to a guy named Hockey. And when it switched over to Hockey, that's when it went to the bad. I mean, if you listen to like half of the people that have left these servers, stories of what happened with Hockey, you will know how bad it was, especially for me. So the reason I left the server was because of Hockey and how he was not going to get rid of people from the server that needed to go. So, and then when I forgot how I found, someone told me about this server that we're in now, and I forgot who it was. I messaged someone and said, "Hey, how's roleplays going? Have you found one, or has someone found one that we can enjoy?" And I'm gonna go back and research this for next week and find out, because like I said, it went to what it was different. I'm hearing stories too, by the way, Dom, about the server that we're in, of how the owner, he doesn't, like, people are saying that he doesn't know how to roleplay that much. But honestly, I haven't seen any problems with him yet. So
I haven't seen any issues either.
I know he's
for the times
not. He's not always on, is what I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, like I said, I haven't had any problems like where I'm noticing things different. But yeah, no. But yeah, no. Our first, me and Dom. So if you know, Dom had to go for a training at first. If you watch my stream, Dom had to go for the training. So you want to go over how your training went with the owner? Because you had to ride with the owner for a minute.
My training with the owner was actually pretty good. I mean, it was simple. It was fast. He told me everything I needed to know, and he sent me.
Yeah, he just
On my way.
so all he told us, like, when he, and I want to make sure you probably had the same experience as I did. When I first met him, he was like, okay, I'm gonna meet up with you, and he didn't do the ride. He didn't do like a ride along or anything and go over things with me. He just pulled me inside and said, hey, we're going. This is how we're gonna do it. We're not gonna. He went over all the rules with me. Didn't even tell me that you need to have a ride along or anything, because he just let me go on my own right away. He told me, you're only allowed to drive these certain vehicles. You're allowed to drive the cruiser, which is the first car that was ever added as a police car in the game. Then he told me, or you're allowed to drive the Dorado or the Impaler. That's all he was supposed to, or the Impala is what he was telling me. And then he was like, you have to be at a certain rank though to rank up to a certain thing. And he's like, but usually I rank people up in 20 minutes. So it's like, okay, so when I first did, and I did my first roleplay, this is the one I did not live stream. I did my first roleplay with them, and I timed it at exactly 20 minutes. I messaged him and said, okay, it's been 20 minutes, and he ranked me up to Master Trooper, is what I was at after. So, and then I was able to drive the truck that I'm in now. So, but yeah, no. But other than that, he went over and said, you're not allowed to, he told me all these rules, and you're not allowed to swear on traffic stops, you're not allowed to, you're supposed to be parked a certain way when you pull over a vehicle, and I know he probably went over the same things as I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, he did go over a lot of different things that, like I said, that you have to go over. And then he brought Dom back over to the station. I was still at the station. He radios me and says, are you still at the station? I was like, yeah, I'm still doing my card check, because I was literally still at the station doing my card check at the time. So he was like, okay, I'm not going to drive all the way up there. I'm going to leave him at the front gate. I was like, okay. So I had to drive all the way down to the gate where Dom is to pick him up. And then we got on the highway. So, and then we got that motorcycle. And then we got that motorcycle speeding.
And then that when he was asking me this and that and this and that. Dude, like, stop.
He was respectful. Okay, you gotta admit though, he was very, very respectful with us. He doesn't.
Oh yeah,
he didn't cuss at us. He didn't swear at us at all. He was very kind. And then when I told him, I'm just gonna write you up on a warning. I'm not gonna get you for the speeding. I don't know. Actually, did I write? I think I gave him a ticket, right? I don't know. I think I gave him a warning. But yeah, no, he was, like I said. These last couple role plays, though, I've been dealing with people that will cuss at me. And it's like, okay, what do we do in this case? So I was asking Biggest, who is one of the other role players or one of our investigators on the server, because I'm another investigator now. Well, he was telling me, okay, if they're cussing at you, what you can do is, since we can't swear at them, what you can do is you can tell them, hey, you need to stop swearing at us, or you're going to go to jail for I forgot what he said it was. But it was something to do. We could arrest them and say, "Hey, if you continue to swear at us, we're going to arrest you. We're going to get you on this." And that's what I actually even said it. If you continue on, and I told this other guy that I was going to pull. I pulled over and he was swearing at me, and the Biggest was with me the whole time because he was my 32 at the time. And I was like, if you continue to swear at me, dude, I'm going to take you out of the car again and arrest you. And this time I will take you to jail. So, yeah, I'll double check on that charge again, because I want to say it's not obstructing justice. It was for, I don't know. I'll double check the charge again, because he told me. Disorderly conduct was the charge. I just remembered it. Is what the charge is. So if, you tell someone, hey, don't swear at me, you can arrest them for it if they continue. So, yeah. But yeah, no. I literally was like, if you continue to swear at me, I will arrest you. And this is what and I forgot the charge at the time. I told them, if you continue to arrest me, I'll arrest you for... I wasn't going to say, I forgot the charge at the time, so I didn't know it was disorderly conduct until the guy told me. And so, yeah, it's a whole roleplay experience right there that you hear. Okay, so your first pursuit, you did get to go on one, right, with me? You did have to go on. We ended up having a pursuit once, and I remember. Everything's documented, so I know you went on one.
I think I did. Don't exactly remember. It being a hot minute.
Okay, so usually in pursuits, if we end up actually stopping them, we will... I just saw that come through, by the way, that message that just came in. And yes, I'm sure.
I sent you private rant on the private chat. I also put in my Discord with...
Yeah, I saw the link earlier.
The link is to their live stream, not my live stream, because I will also be live streaming it.
But yeah, no. I'm having many people messaging me. Hold on. Yo, that was for user, and then you. Okay, what is this one about that you're sending me?
The link that I sent you on like the private chat thing, my private chat, that just me and you.
Yeah.
My church actual video. It's like their actual video, like the live stream, and then I also. Unless you want to put my view in, that view is in my Discord. My view is in my Discord, but also their point of view is also in.
I'll probably also what I want to do. I'll check it out later because, like I said, I know our church is. I don't know how our church is live streaming it, and my church is kind of like I said, our technology and our church now is very, very complicated, and I've been noticing that like. Last couple of weeks, so yeah, but yeah, no, we do. Our church does a lot of different things, and it's not as what you would think how it is, and stuff. Actually, I need to know where my phone is right now because I need to know the time. I think I buried my phone on the bed. There it is.
We still have a few minutes.
Yeah, so I just needed to know the time because, like I said, yep, okay, but yeah, no, it was definitely a fun experience to see you out there as playing as a cop like I do. And getting to you get to now know like my experience as actually getting to play as a cop. So, and you would not be very surprised when you get to actually see me holding my police radio like I do now. I'm way back here, so but I have my little black radio. So this thing right here, yeah. But this thing, you just connect it to your phone, and it literally just you just click a button and say, hey, this is whatever unit you are, and you talk into it the whole time, and it works. So yeah, which I'm very surprised you didn't get to do much radio talk because I ended up having to do a lot of it.
Yeah.
Which, the only reason I was the one doing it all because Don didn't really know how to do it at the time, and I want to teach him, but I gotta work it into where he can actually roleplay with us.
Now.
Yeah. Your work schedule is a lot different right now. Yep, so what's the plans for this week other than work?
Band practice too, and then Sunday, my baptism.
So, are you ready? You ready to get baptized?
I am. I've been ready all week. I've been, like, and not late.
So, I think I told you the story of how I got baptized.
It may haven't. I don't know.
Okay, so for the podcast, I got baptized in our local river at the time, and this is actually before Pastor Jamie at the time. This is when we had our pastor. The pastor I got baptized by his name was Pastor Jerry Goodman. And pardon?
So okay.
Are you making fun? You just laughing at the name?
I wouldn't never pastor.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no. Pastor Goodman was one of my was a good pastor at the time. I liked him. This is before I was in tech, so. I got baptized by him in our local river, and that was a lot of fun. There was a few of us that got baptized that day, and I was one of them. And I actually went to him. It was because his house was literally right next to the church at the time. So, like literally right next door to the church. So I went to him and said, "Hey, I want to get baptized. He's like, okay, do you know, he asked me all these questions. Like, okay, so I need a little, I told him what I knew, and I explained it all to him, and he's like, okay, so we're going to be, you want to be baptized? And he was like, okay, so let's do it. And I got baptized. And there's a little more to it, but that's my best way to put it. So, yeah.
Hey, do you think it's bad?
Yeah. Basically, I just committed I said, I want to get baptized. One day I'm going to become a member of this church. And, I need to do this so I can get baptized. And then I had some issues with the church eventually, and I ended up leaving the church and for a little while, and then I went to college and went back to church. When I came back, I went to church again and started going back to church. And and then Pastor Goodman actually retired. So that's now why we have Pastor Jamie. Honestly, pardon, what were you going to say?
Last week we was talking about dates, right? How we have F's or anything. We don't actually have F's, but talking about what we have in our tests and everything. So, I'm about to share my screen with you in just a moment. Let me sign in.
I'm not trying to show anything on the screen right now, so it takes time to load.
Well, I got my days up. My days are now a high
Oh, okay, you got your grades up.
Yep. And PSAT, the one that I have an F in, I have a B in now. A high B.
Your teacher finally put in the grades.
Yep. I'm so happy that my day shot up when he put them in there. Like, I am so happy.
So last week, Don was talking about how his grades were going down, and we were just. I was very when I watched this. By the way, when I was watching all this was interesting. Don was just telling me about all this, and it was like my grades are going down, and this is because the teacher doesn't puts all these bad grades in. And then I had because I was telling my story on that, and how my teacher had it. I was actually talking about this with you. I used to do music in the quad. I didn't tell you that part, but I used to do music in the quad when I was in high school, and I would have to lead the class to go before lunch early. And I was like, and I went up to the teacher and said, hey, so I have to go and leave class at 10 minutes early, to go take all the system out to the quad, and I need to go and do this. And then literally, if I had to, and if there was a sub, and I was like, and I had to tell the sub, hey, I have to leave 10 minutes early because I have to go put out the music in the quad. Well, that's what I'm afraid of sometimes with teachers and substitute teachers, because if you tell them something, they're not going to believe you. So if I told the original teachers, can you make sure in the notes that I have to leave 10 minutes early to go put out the system? So she did it, and I ended up going and leaving. And I left class early each time because, what am I supposed to do? The teacher, I'm told the dean, okay, what time should I need a little 1 minute time to get out can I get out 10 minutes early? Is it possible that way to where I can tell the teacher that? And if you have a problem with that, I can have you call the dean and have her tell you. So that's literally what I did. I talked to the dean and said, hey, so what time do I need to be out of the class on 10 minutes early, or is that possible? And she's like, yeah, that's possible. I can make sure it's set. So, but yeah, no, I had a...
we have nothing.
Pardon?
So just to let you know, we have 9 minutes.
Okay. Well, I don't have to. I have to leave my house till 4:30, so we can go over the time if we need to. We can go over 4:30 or 3:30. So, because I can be done by 4. Let's just go to 4 o'clock, okay? All right. So, but yeah, no. These are, like I said, these are all real. These are all true stories, by the way, that me and Dom tell you guys. And I can tell you stories from FedEx. When I worked for FedEx, and they're all true stories. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you this one, Dom, the dog crate story.
Possibly.
Yeah. So I have a lot of weird stories from FedEx days, and when I was when I first started actually officially running for FedEx at the time. So here's the terms. There's a driver for FedEx that drives the regular the trucks. I was a passenger in the truck. Do you know what they call passengers in FedEx?
Yeah.
They call them runners. We're called runners. Okay, so we ride with we're riding with the drivers, and then we help run the packages on the passenger side, so the driver doesn't have to get out. Does it make sense? So yeah, no, I was a runner. So the first day when I officially started running with the FedEx driver, and I forgot who I was riding with at the time, but she had to literally pick me up this is my sister's friend, Katie, at the time, is her name. So I had to wait for Katie to come pick me up, and I was at my church. So I ended up going to church early, and I forgot if I wasn't on document at the time. So I went to church, and I was literally sitting in the back of the church, wearing a FedEx uniform. So imagine me in the back of the church wearing a FedEx uniform. What would you think of me?
That you work for FedEx.
Okay. People would come up, well, would you be like, why are you wearing a FedEx uniform? Like, I had people actually ask me, why do you have to go, are you going to work for FedEx or something? It's like, yeah, I'm actually going to go take packages around the valley. And, yeah. So I literally was like, I gotta go to work. I had to work today. So, So, yeah, I don't know if this is this is not the dog crate story. This was a different day. This was a whole different day when I had to run the dog crate. And how you would think, okay, so people that work at FedEx, people give them a hard time. And I know you probably would think that's weird, but people complain a lot to us.
They do. Well, in general, in any workplace, they complain a lot. They have people come in my work every day complaining about something.
Oh no, people were complaining about how this one lady, she came up to us and was like, you're speeding. You're not allowed to speed down this. This is our road is 5 miles per hour. It's like, we never really listened to her. It was just something she did. It was like, she was just watching us. It was like, we come down this road a lot this way, and you're just complaining to us now. So, and then, we had a dog, so we were at terminal, and we ended up loading we were loading, and we noticed this box had a little tear in it, and it was a Chewy box. But we didn't think it was a Chewy box at the time, but it had the word Chewy on it, and it had a little tear in it, and it was black metal.
That metal.
We were like, okay, so someone's ordered a dog crate. So when we get to the person's house, she comes out to us and is like, what do you got for me? And it's like, we have some type of dog crate. It's like, well, I didn't order this. It's like, okay, so what do you want us to do? We have your address, and this is what it said. And we read the address out to her, and we read out the name on it. And she's like, well, I didn't order this. It's like, so then we told her what we can do. And we both told her, what we can do is we can recode it, and we can make sure that it doesn't get back on our truck. And if it does come back on our truck, we'll tell them, we will recode it again and say we don't want it. So, because the person said they didn't order it. So, but yeah, no. She was like, and she got done arguing with us, and we finally got her to say, okay, just do it. Just send it back. Because I didn't want it. Mm-hmm. So, people come up to us and say things that just don't make sense. But another good thing about FedEx, the one thing I liked about FedEx is sometimes is some people will give us water and food. They give us treats. And one lady, she gave us a granola bar. I'm not going to turn down a granola bar from someone. But the weird thing was, we had there was one person that I actually knew at the time. Her name was actually one of the teachers at my high school. She noticed us, and she came. We were delivering, and I was the delivery person delivering on the other side of the road. She walks out towards us, and I would just walk across the street and grab the waters from her. It's like, oh, thank you. It's like, and she's like, I'm surprised you're working for FedEx. It's like, I knew your sister did, but I didn't know you did. Like, yeah, well, I do. I work for FedEx now. So, and this is when I was actually riding with my sister at the time. So, yeah. It was weird. We get people that give us things all the time, and it's like, okay, we'll take it. So if you think about this, if you offer a UPS man or a FedEx driver water, they're gonna take it. They'll take it because it's it's a nice thing to do, and they accept it. Because if I accepted it as a nice favor, then yeah, I appreciate them. But since I actually worked for FedEx, I get some of their complaints that they get. It's like, yeah, I've been there, dude. I get it. So yeah. I've told these stories many times. Like just these random stories of how these people complain. And so take it from me, Dom. If don't complain about certain things, because you don't get how they feel sometimes when they're working like I do, because you haven't experienced it yourself. So how do you like working for this sub shop?
I like everyone I work with. Anything I know right about it is coming home smelling like subs every day.
You want to know something weird? I had Subway on Wednesday.
That shirt right there is actually my work shirt.
Okay.
The one right there in my work.
Yeah.
That's my work shirt right there. I came home, took it off. I still smell like subs. I smell like all the juices that come out of our meat when we do our sandwich.
Do you guys have pepperoni?
We do.
Yes, I like pepperoni sandwiches.
We have a meatball sub. We have a hot sub. We have a buffalo chicken sub. We have a bunch of subs.
Yeah. Do people ask you? Do you tell people you do YouTube sometimes, like at work?
Yeah. I keep all of that. I don't really talk to none of my employees or my coworkers. I do time to time. I'm bored, but most of the time I just focus on what I am doing.
So what are some of these complaints that you get at your work?
It's just basic complaints oh y'all should put more meat on. We put a pound of meat on each sub. Why you don't ask for more meat when we put a pound of meat on it?
Because they don't get it. They don't get that you have to pay extra for these different. If you want extra, you gotta pay for it.
Right? Or y'all didn't put enough sauce or seasoning or whatever it may be, right? It's just small stuff,
okay, like Subway, they'll put you get about so much meat, and you watch them. Well, you can request it. You can say, "Hey, I want." You put a little extra on for me. They'll tell you, "Okay, it's gonna be a little extra. It's gonna be extra money." But if you want that, that's fine. Yeah. You literally should tell them that. It's like, if you want extra, we can do that, but it's going to cost you, how you can find out how much it costs for just to do a little extra.
That's not my place to tell them. That's the manager.
Actually, it is your place. That is your place, by the way.
All what I do is just pretty much make sure the sub is together and cut the sub in half, put it in a box, and call out the name for it.
But you're just but yeah, no, it's the person you're getting the order from. If you, like I said, you're taking the order, and they tell you, okay, I want a little extra. You should ask, hey, this person wants a little extra. How much is it going to cost them? Just put a little extra on. You can ask your manager, say, hey.
I don't do cashier, so I do the
Well, no, I know you're not a cashier, but if you ever do have to do cash register, you should know all these, just know kind of how much it's going to cost for a little extra.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is people. I hear all these complaints about people going to restaurants and saying, "Why is this place not open? It's supposed to be open."
We had a complaint like that this morning. They was y'all was supposed to open at 10:30 this morning. Y'all didn't open your doors until 10:40 because our people wasn't there yet. That's why we wasn't ready to y'all come in to buy stuff.
Because you have certain things you have to do to get prepped to open.
Yeah, we had to get our meat ready, our cheese, our toppings.
You want it open at this time? Get it? We can't do that all the time. It's and with me, if I'm doing a show, I'm there early because my mom wants it early. But sometimes I will get all set up on the day of. I'll pull all my stuff from my tote and put it onto the table, and I will open up. But then I'll walk away to go get coffee after. Well, if someone wants me to be there the whole time, yeah, you got to know I have to take my breaks too. During lunchtime, I'll wait. If I have a customer, I'll help them first, and then I'll go get lunch. And now, there's been a couple times where I'll walk away, like for 2 seconds, and I'll see someone go to my table and be like, okay, I gotta go back. I'll go back real quick, and I'll wait until it kind of settles down to go back and to go. So yeah, what I might try to, if I get to go to lunch if I do get to do my lunch this time for this show, I'm going to just say, hey, I'm gonna wait and see if it slows down. I'm gonna go get my lunch. I'll be right back. The good thing is this year with this next show, I don't have to take a generator, so that'll be fun. So I take a generator. If I'm doing shows, I take a generator, and I just put gas in it, turn it on, plug in what I need, and it'll last mainly all day. And it's only like $6 a gas for a gas. I only put a gallon in. Yeah. No. But yeah, no. I don't have to take a generator this time. So, and I did that last year. And I was like, I got a lady, the person that was next to me. She's like, you can't. I don't know if you should be running a generator next to us because of the fumes. It's like, I never had a complaint before. It's like, I get it, but I never had people complaining against the fumes before. Yes, I have had people tell me, yes, the fumes, and you close the thing, and it's like, yeah, well, I got to figure out how to do that. So I did that. So people do complain, but I never had a complaint about running my laser at a show. So no, it's always different with complaints. It's always different things that happen. So you guys, you do the same thing with our church does, right? With the Good Friday, to talk about Jesus and stuff. Do you guys for your Good Friday? You guys do the same thing as every other church does?
I don't know. This will be my first third Friday with a church, with doing this. I mean, I don't think they did last third Friday last year. I don't remember. They might have.
So you know about like during COVID, churches went all virtual.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were forced to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have to go back and see, but I'm pretty sure our church did it too. But I'm not positive how they did it. I know our once while all that was happening. Like all that COVID stuff was going on, our pastor was actually still doing videos for us on our YouTube, and we would just watch those from there. So I know our church was doing stuff for that and doing things, but yeah. So like I said, certain things happen. You guys do certain things, and it makes sense to like certain churches do things differently, and that's hard to really compromise on. So I get it. Yeah. Like I said, I just went. I had to go to a funeral today, and it was interesting. There was a lot of. The one thing I hate though is open caskets. I cannot stand them.
Why?
Because we had one today. It was open casket. One that I went to.
Was it someone that you knew, or was it?
It was someone I knew. Well, they want to use one of the family members. He was supposed to play the piano and the keyboard, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna need the piano." And Pastor Jamie looks at me and says, do you know how to turn on the piano?" It's like, yeah, I do, but I do not like going near dead bodies, because the one keyboard that was on this side of the church, I was like, I'm not going near that thing. I'm not going to the right side of the church just to go turn on a keyboard because of a casket. I made my brother do it.
Mm.
I was like, I'm not going near a casket. Yeah, no. But other than that, it was okay. I've heard they told a lot of stories about him, and they mentioned that he played the drums a lot, and it was interesting. So, and then I was talking to the wife today, because I feel bad. I was like, I told her, I want to make you something in honor of him. Usually I don't do, I do gifts for people sometimes, like I did with you. But for her, I was like, I want to do this for you. I want to make you a gift in honor of him. All I need is his information. So, yeah, so I'm going to make a plaque for him with his name and his birthday and year died. So yeah, so I get to do that hopefully this week. I'll get it Sunday and probably do it Monday. So yeah. Other than that, I went to a funeral today. That went okay. Literally right before, you can see I got a Starbucks before I came home. I had to do a couple of errands before I came home. But yeah. Alright guys, running out of time. 3:45 now. We're supposed to go till 4, so we got a little bit more time. Anything else you want to mention, Dom?
No, y'all stay safe. Happy
Easter, Good Friday. Oh, okay, so you know how, do you guys do this too? Where some churches, they do like fast? For certain things?
Fasting, yes.
Yeah, are you guys doing anything like that?
Not for Easter, no.
Okay. Because our church is doing that. Our church is doing a group fast. Actually, it was supposed to happen at 3 o'clock. I don't do them. It's an optional thing, so.
Yeah. And now, like, you do it or you don't do that type of thing.
No, like I said,
anyway,
churches are optional. Like, certain things the churches are optional. You don't have to do them. Some churches.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Y'all have a happy Good Friday and a happy Easter. All doggone.
Yep. So what time are you doing your baptism? Is that after church or is it during?
That will be after service. I will try to have video of it up on my YouTube channel that Sunday, but I don't know if I don't edit the video that Sunday. It might be a little bit after that Sunday. So I will try to. Anyway, I will have a picture of it next time we talk. Well, not next week, obviously, or this week, or whatever when this video comes out, because you know I haven't done it yet.
Oh, I'm gonna have
in May.
I'm gonna have this edited. Hopefully, when I get back home, I'm gonna edit this one. Just do like my normal editing that I do. But other than that, I'm planning on also. I'm gonna play my guitar a little bit later tonight, just as well. So yeah, I don't know if you ever saw my guitar in real life. People don't really see this on YouTube, on the YouTube side. Alright, give me 1 sec. I brought my controller over, but this is my guitar, so this is my electric, and yes, I play guitar, guys. So yeah, how many people know that about me? But yeah, unless you guys get to see it in real life, and then it's like, TyBear, you play guitar? Yeah, I play guitar a little bit. I'm not good or anything, but I do play, so. Yeah, and if you know, Dom actually plays an instrument too. Do you want to tell them?
Baritone. It's like tuba and trombone. That's the only way I know how to play.
Well, I don't. So usually with guitars, let me just move my table out of the way here. But with some guitars, they have a spot on them, and this is like the spot right here. This is the electric port, and you have to plug this little cord in to right about here. It just plugs in like that. Oh. Yeah, I don't have that amp on, so I had to buy it. I just bought an electric cord guitar, or my cord for my guitar, because I've been wanting to play as an electric for years, and I just don't. I never had the cord for it. I had one, and then it broke. So, yeah. Okay, what time is it now? So I know. I'm going to set the time here.
My time 5:50 for you. It will be 3:50.
Alright guys, that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys like. Leave a like, comment down below, please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Click that bell so you guys can get notified of when we go live or post a video on the channel. And we'll see you guys next week, sometime next week. Alright guys, peace out. I'm TyBear. It's just day.